What's up, everybody? John from Old Running Farm here. Thanks for joining me. Today's video, I don't know if we actually ever talked about this or not. We're going to talk about something sad that happened on the farm and what we're going to do to sort of fix it. I'm over here, and if you have been a long follower of our channel, you know that we used to have peacocks in here. We no longer have peacocks in here. And the reason for that is there was a raccoon who decided that we shouldn't have peacocks. So, and we heard a lot from a lot of people when we first built this pen, like, chicken wire doesn't contain, or chicken wire doesn't protect anything. It only contains, and blah, blah, blah. And for the most part, those people were sort of right. They weren't 100% right. Because what happened was the raccoon was up in this tree here, which I think is a locust. It's either a locust or a poplar tree right here. So he climbed up the tree and then climbed down in the morning while we had the peacocks in here. And, we thought that they were big enough that we wouldn't really have to worry about them. But turns out we did. Even with a raccoon that we thought for sure wouldn't really be an issue. Shows what we know. Anyway, I'm coming up to just take a look at this in here. This is a nice little coop. And so now, we're going through and we're trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do with this. Because this has now been empty for probably almost a year. And the problem is, so here's the thing. And it's this nice, it's up on a tree stand. Like, it's so cool. I love it so much. I was so happy when we built this and thought it was definitely one of the coolest things I've ever built. I've never built a tree house before. So being able to have this here is pretty cool. And, I was sad that it didn't work out. And also, I miss the peacocks. Man, I'm going to need to put some new wood or something there. It's a little not great. But anyway, let me get down here without busting my butt, and I will... Hold on. Okay, that's an interesting view. Here we go down the ladder. All right, so the question for a while has been... what are we going to do with this place? So it's got very high roof. And again, I'm so sad because I love this thing. This thing is so cool. But I'm just, it's just so hard to know what to do. And now, so here's the dilemma. We need a way to be able to put whatever we have in here away at night, because for the people who always say that the chicken wire doesn't protect the chickens, it does as long as you put them away at night. You will get raccoons, and we have had situations where animals have pulled open the chicken wire because, again, it's not as strong as hardware cloth, but that's one time in the last 8 years. And that's not something that we really have to worry about here. We also, with our chickens over here, we have alpacas on this side, and we have emus on this side. So I'm not really that concerned about it over there. The thing is over here where there's not animals, surrounding it. So there's no other bigger animal that's protecting them from the predators. So what I think we're going to do is take that down and potentially, so the other thing about this, so here's the plan. The plan was, there's just a little thorn that was stuck in the leaves and it popped up and made a sound, and I thought there was an animal coming to kill me, but just plants. So anyway, the original plan is to take this down and then have another coop down here, and then we would either hatch out a bunch of them, or I thought initially that we would buy some chicks, but this would be like our rainbow egg layer pen where we could have black copper morans, we could get some cream leg bars, and we could put some of our olive eggers in here. And then that way, so let's see. So if we had a black copper moran rooster, and even like an Americana rooster or a leg bar rooster or something, so that we have blue egg layer genetics as well as brown egg layer genetics. And then it's sort of like you get a nice colorful egg assortment, and then the chicks that hatch from that assortment will either lay really dark brown eggs or nice olive eggs. So that's the plan for here. Now the problem that I'm seeing when I'm in here is that if we take this down, the aviary netting that's up on top is actually resting on that. So I don't think that's going to be ideal. But the problem is, like I said, we need a place where we're going to be able to put them away at night. And I am just not sure if that's going to be the place. I mean, I sort of feel that if we had chickens in here, there is a chance that they would go in there at night, because obviously it's the highest part and we'd be able to go in and shut the door. But because the peacocks roosted every night up there on top of the door, we're just not 100% sure that if we put a bunch of chickens in here, that we're actually going to be able to get them all into the coop at night. So looking through other options for that, but also, like I said, all the aviary netting basically converges right on that top corner, and it's all attached to this house at all angles. And then in order to take it down, we would have to then also take down the aviary netting, which I really don't want to do. It's such a pain to get it up there. So that is something to think about. But I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that chickens would roost in there and we'd be able to shut them in? I guess the other thing is, with the peacocks, we were not able to get them in there because they are just so big and strong that, like, trying to grab them, especially in here where it's a big open area, I think this is like 30 by 30 feet or something like that. There's just like no way that we're going to be able to coax them or grab them to have them go in there. So that was tough. Maybe if it were chickens and they were trying to roost on top of there, it would be okay to grab them in, but I'm not sure. So I'd be interested for the chicken keepers that we have out there. What do you guys think? Do you think that that would function well as a chicken coop? Do you think that they would go in there? I mean, they might also try roosting just on the ladder or something like that, so it's not ideal. I'm just not sure, man. And like I said, it'll be a real big project to take that down. And I mean, part of me is also, I guess, thinking that maybe we just shut the door, leave that up there, and have a secondary coop over here. But then if we do that, we may have chickens at night flying up and just hanging out all on this. I mean, I guess we could just take that down, but then again, they might jump up on the platform. I mean, maybe what I could do is I could leave this ladder here, and then I could go around and just sort of trim the excess off of this so that there's nowhere. But then this also, yeah, it is tough, and I am really not sure what to do. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, if you guys have any thoughts, let me know. What do you guys think? What kind of animals do you want to have as neighbors? Chickens, what do you think? Because the other thing we talked about was having this be an area for sheep, and then we would fence in where the flower farm was to use as sheep pasture. But obviously chickens are a lower barrier for entry. So emus, do you have any thoughts? Emus, what do you think? Thoughts? No, just empty brain in there. I don't mean to be mean, but what do you think? Nothing. All right, anyway, I guess we'll have to just figure it out. Not 100% sure what the best way to go is, but I think that's putting the chicken mix in there is probably the easiest thing to do. It's just tough, man. You know, we really liked having peacocks. Like I said, they were a lot of fun. Gary and the Nancys, and they made funny little noises. They would just honk. And so we didn't lose all of our peacocks. We had one girl left, and we brought her to our friend in Reading to take care of. And she had, we brought her the peahen, and then she had one peacock and one other all white peahen. And they ended up having some babies, and they are just the most beautiful little things you've ever seen. They grew so fast. I was actually there the other week, and they look so good and so pretty. And it's just like, I missed that, you know. I'm sad that that didn't happen for us. But anyway, such is life, right? All right, well, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And as always, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Oh, and definitely tell me what you think we should do about this, whether it's building a second coop, building a wall around there. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments down below. Peace!